Happy video day, guys. So today's video is going to be makeup on the red carpet. We did have a red carpet that just finished happening not that long ago, which was the Grammys. So we have a bunch of different looks to go over, you guys, like a lot of different looks. Some people looked amazing. I will tell you, I don't think the Grammys is like the fashion, well, let me reel back. I think the Grammys has a really cool fashion to it. It's like a different type of fashion. It's more like an avant-garde fashion. Some people go like very typical, and then some people go like really out there. And it's kind of interesting for me to see. I actually enjoy watching it and seeing the different fashion as well as the makeup, because I think people take risks, but at the same time, sometimes the stuff is not as wearable, but it is fun to go over because some of the stuff does really translate into what's going to be in coming very soon. So I'm actually really excited. I saw some really beautiful makeup looks. I also saw some really cool outfits. I saw some that I was like, but at the same time, it was really fun to go over all these different makeup looks. So if you guys are interested, what we do on this series is we go over all the makeup on the red carpet. I let you guys know exactly which makeup products the celebrities had on their face from their actual makeup artists themselves, as well as telling you guys a few little details about their outfits. And then at the end of the video, I let you guys know who I thought was the best dressed and the best makeup celebrity of the night. Of course, guys, before we get into this video, if you guys do like this video, it does help me a lot if you guys like it and leave me comments. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you guys can see more videos from me, because YouTube won't show you my videos unless you like subscribe and watch them. So if you guys are interested, let's go ahead and let's get right into it, because we've got a few celebrities. Like I said, this one a lot of people tend to come to. It's a fun event. And like always, guys, I always recreate one of the artist's look. Today I recreated an artist's look. However, I kind of didn't put my hair back. So I only do the makeup like the celebrity. I tend to not do like the hair and all that stuff, because I mean, I'm not a hairstylist and that would take forever, but I do the makeup as much as I can. So I did do one of the celebrities' looks today, so I will let you guys know once I get into that celebrity. And of course, always on Instagram at The Glam Ranch, I will put up a short little tutorial on how I came up with this look. And also, guys, I just want to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in any of these products, I link everything below, and it takes me a lot of time. I'm going to start off with the first celebrity, which is going to be Lady Gaga. Now, I'm starting off with Lady Gaga because last time on not the Emmys, last time in the Golden Globes, Lady Gaga kind of won the night for me. I really loved everything about everything that she had going on. For the Grammys, I feel like she looked really nice too. She was wearing Celine. I kind of like this dress for the Grammys, and I like it for Lady Gaga. I feel like this was very kind of like her new persona, but at the same time not separating too much from her rock style kind of cool girl, very avant-garde fashion kind of capital kind of girl. And I really like this merger of the two. I think that this is a pretty style for her. You have to be a certain person to wear this dress, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be very confident. I mean, this whole fluffy thing on the side is something of itself. Like, it is a statement piece, but she looks beautiful. I love this. I think it's great for the event that she was at. But if you guys look at her makeup, because this is what I really liked, Sarah Tano, which is her makeup artist, she did such an amazing job again on Lady Gaga. I really like what she did. She did a really pretty look that was kind of subtle, but it was kind of edgy, which is what I'm kind of really enjoying about makeup artists and what they've been doing lately. I feel like they're giving us stuff that's different. You know, it's not just the typical, you know, blended out crease. Something different. They're adding something different, and that's what they did on her eyes, and I really enjoyed it. So I did find out some of the items that she used, and she did use a brand new palette that just finished releasing that I just told you guys in virtual window shopping I was going to pass on. Not because of anything, just because I didn't feel like buying it, but it is really pretty. It's the Marc Jacobs Eye-Conic palette in Steeletto. I thought that this was a really cool palette. It's very kind of cool toned. It's very good with Lady Gaga's skin tone. I think it's a very pretty palette for her. And if you guys can tell on her eyes, it looked pretty damn phenomenal on her. I really like the way that they used the colors towards the exterior, kind of blown out, kind of like cat eye. But in the front, it was kind of like you didn't see too much on the inner part of her eye, which I just thought it made it look cool. So she looked really beautiful. And on her lips, what they used was the Enamored gloss stick lipstick in Sugar Sugar, which she uses this color a lot on Lady Gaga. I don't know if maybe this is just a beautiful color on her and it just, you know, is kind of like a go-to, but she does use this color a lot on her and I think it looks beautiful. So I'm very happy with this makeup look. I think she looks very, I do like that her hair is down. I like that she looks kind of more casual. It is the Grammys, so it is a bigger deal, but at the same time, it's music, you know, and you know, they're rock stars. They're like, you know, they have to be cool, you know. See, I don't know how to, like, okay, so I don't really know where to go with this one. So this is Cardi B. Now, her dress was vintage Thierry Mugler. If I'm not saying that right, I am so sorry, but I don't know. And I think that, okay, I think that she was trying to do one of those show-stopping moments, and she did. She definitely did a show-stopping moment because this dress was very different. It's very avant-garde. It's not meant to be worn in public. I feel like this is more of like one of those pieces that you do as a showstopper, as a show, as a showpiece, as a piece of art, basically. I don't think that this was supposed to be translated into something that you would wear on the daily. You know, I don't think that that was the point. I think this was more for show. But if I look at it, I mean, even for it being what it is, it kind of reminds me of like, I'm Hispanic, so when we have quinces, the quinceañeras, which is mean like our 15 party, they come out of like, sometimes people come out of like shells and stuff, which I always thought was like, you know, but people sometimes come out of shells in these huge dresses, and it almost reminds me of that. It reminds me of like a clam inside of a shell, and it's like opening up and she's like sticking out, you know, like it's just, it's weird. I don't really love the dress at all. I mean, I feel like there could have been a really cool moment happening here. I would have gotten rid of the headpiece. I have left the top because I thought that that was kind of cool, and I would have done something different with the way it flared out in the back, but I understand it in a art point of view. As an art piece, it looks cool. It was not my favorite at all, but her makeup was really pretty. So this is what I really loved. I loved her makeup. So her makeup artist was Erica La Perla, and I love her makeup. If you guys look at it, it's such a pretty makeup look. So I almost feel like the dress was kind of like taking over everything, that maybe people didn't appreciate the makeup as much as they should, but this makeup was really pretty. It was this beautiful looking pink color blown out on the sides with like a purple tint, and she was actually using a beautiful palette from Pat McGrath. She was using the Subversive La Vie in Rose palette. I always have such a hard time saying Pat McGrath's palette names. I hope I said it right. If not, there is a photo of it. But it is such a beautiful palette from Pat McGrath, and they did such a great job translating it on the eyes. I think they did such a beautiful job. Her lashes to me were a little bit on the big side. Her makeup artist did say what she likes to use is the Skin Fetish Duo, and she uses the Balm as a base to give the skin a glowy dew. So that is both items from Pat McGrath, and I really feel like her face did look dewy. I feel like the eyeshadow was beautiful. I feel like maybe the foundation was a little bit heavy, but I think everything else looked really pretty. So there was parts of this that I liked, but I did not like the dress. So let's jump into somebody who I thought she looked cool, but at the same time also was a little extravagant. So this is Jennifer Lopez. So Jennifer Lopez was wearing Ralph and Russo. I love her dress. I really love her dress. I thought the hat was like very Jenny of the Block, like when was that? Like 1990s? Yeah, it had to have been, right? So it was like very Jenny from the Block type of style. I wasn't a huge fan of the hat. Like I see like it was like a moment with the dress, but I don't know. The dress was so pretty. It didn't really need the hat. And I really like her makeup a lot. She had like that typical Jennifer Lopez, like very nuded out lip with this beautiful gray eyes. Scott Barnes was her makeup artist. I tried finding out the products that he used on her face, and he doesn't say it on his Instagram. I looked everywhere. I was really trying to figure this one out, and I could not. And Jennifer Lopez didn't have any stories as well. I wasn't able to find out the exact products that Scott Barnes used, but I am liking the makeup look, and I'm liking the bottom half of the dress, but I don't really like the hat. That's just me personally, guys. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion. I do know in a fashion-y kind of way it's supposed to be cool. I just think that the dress was pretty enough. It didn't need. Let's move on to another celebrity. So let's talk about Katy Perry. So now Katy Perry, this was another one that I was kind of like fighting myself. This one did the same thing that Cardi B did to me. So she was wearing Balm, and I was looking at her and I was kind of saying, what does this remind me of? It reminded me of something, and I couldn't put my two cents on it, and I was kind of like looking at it, like, what do you look like? There's something. Somebody actually put a meme up, or like a graphic that they kind of edited, and when I saw it, I said, oh. And I think Katy Perry actually posted it on her Instagram, and it was of a paint roller, you know, those paint rollers that you use to like paint a house. And I was looking at it and I was like, she does kind of look like a paint roller. Like that was probably what I was thinking. It looked like a paint roller. So if that being said, I mean, the dress was pretty from here up. Like, I feel like from the top half up was pretty, but then the bottom just did a weird poofiness. And I understand too, like, this was like her trying to do something similar to Cardi B. It was more of a statement piece, not really meant to be like a dress that you would wear on the daily or on an event or anything. But I just thought that it was a little off. I felt like the dimension was a little bit too fat. It could have been a real cool moment, but it was almost like a little strange. So I wasn't a huge fan of this. Now, her makeup artist, Michael Anthony, did such a great job on her face though, guys. Like, this is the same as Cardi B. The face was so beautiful. Like, I felt like he did such a good job with the makeup, and the hair was really on point with her too. I really liked the hair. So when I was looking at her makeup, I was like, wow, that is such a beautiful pink smoked out eye. It was monochromatic to the dress, but it was pretty. Like, it was beautiful. She has these beautiful eyes as well, so pink really helps it pop. But it was interesting that he actually wrote, what he used was a new palette that's going to be releasing in April from COVERGIRL, and it's supposed to be coming out in Walmart first. So it's going to be the Her Majesty eyeshadow palette in Revolution. So this is an exclusive. This is going to be a new palette that's going to launch from COVERGIRL in April that Katy Perry is debuting on the red carpet. So if you guys liked her eyes, we've got to keep on looking out for this new launch that's going to be happening, because I honestly think her eyes look spectacular. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, COVERGIRL. I'm intrigued. Now, for her lips, she is another very smart celebrity. She was using a product that she designs with COVERGIRL. She's using the Kitty Cat matte lipstick in Coral Cat. Beautiful color. It's a beautiful color. Love the way it looks on her. I'm actually looking at that color for myself. I love peachy toned lipsticks, and this one has that corally twist to it that I really like too. It kind of adds more into like the nudie peachy colors, and I think it looks amazing on her. So I am very interested in that lip color. But I thought that this whole entire ensemble looked so pretty. I loved her face so much. It was almost like the dress was just a little off. Like, it was a little weird, you know, and I mean, I know it's the Grammys, and like I try to kind of like tone back my like fashion thoughts sometimes at the Grammys, because I know that it's more about like being like the showstoppers and it's over the top, and these are rock stars, but at the same time, I mean, the face, beautiful. The dress. Alright guys, so let's talk about somebody that I actually thought looked really beautiful. Looked very classically beautiful, and I really like this. So this was Dua Lipa. She was wearing a dress from Versace, fit her to the T. I thought this was such a gorgeous dress. Now, when you're talking about real fashion that I think like translates obviously off of camera, this is like one of them. This is a beautiful dress. I thought it was stunning. I loved everything about it. I like the cut on her. I like the way it fit her silhouette. I thought this was beautiful, and her face makeup was gorgeous too. She didn't have very exaggerated face makeup on, but at the same time it was subtle, but it was pretty. It had really pretty tones for her complexion, and I really liked it. Now, I was actually not that shocked to find out the brand that she was using. So her makeup artist Lily Keys was actually using Charlotte Tilbury on her face. She looked like she was wearing Charlotte Tilbury. She had that beautiful, flawless, kind of natural looking skin, which I feel like Charlotte Tilbury is known for. So for her face, what she was using on her eyes was the Luxury palette in Pillow Talk, which I thought was beautiful. I thought it looked so pretty. It was very pretty. It was just pretty. So for her lips, she's wearing one of Charlotte Tilbury's new lipsticks in Super 90s, and I love it. I love the lips. I think it's beautiful. I loved everything about this look. Now, when they were talking about the items that she was wearing, they were referring to when she actually performed. However, when I was looking at the two images side by side, I feel like it's the same makeup. I don't think that she changed it up too much. If they added anything, I feel like it was to the eyes, but I will show the picture of when she performed as well so that we can see both of the images. I think it was almost the same makeup look, but I think that everything was beautiful, and I Really love this look. So let's talk about another celebrity that I thought looked really pretty, but I was not able to find out what she was wearing, and I tried. And I also couldn't find out who her makeup artist was either. So this is Miley Cyrus, and she was wearing Mugler, there's that word again. Am I saying it wrong? Mugler? I love her look. I think she looked really cool. I like the fact that she was wearing a suit. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fitting. I thought it was pretty. I like that her hair was all flowy. It kind of reminded me of like 80s. Like, I don't know, it reminded me like that 80s hair with a suit, pantsuit, but it was like a modernized one. And I really liked it on her. I love her peach lip and I love her natural makeup. I wanted to know what color that lipstick was, but I couldn't find it. So I just really like her look, so I wanted to show you guys. I thought she looked really pretty. Let's talk about another cool look and another face look that I thought was beautiful. So this is Janelle Monae, and Janelle Monae is wearing a cool dress, and I'm gonna tell you guys, like, I know you guys might be saying, okay, well, this kind of goes in the Cardi B, Katy Perry section, that it looks too extravagant, but on her, I don't think so, because she has like a certain style, and she usually wears like pantsuits or very structured items, like everything's very structured on her, and she has like a style. Now this dress, not being a pantsuit, goes into the style. It's very structured. It has her twist to it, and because of that, I can appreciate it on her, and I actually really love it on her because of her style and what I've seen her wear in the past. This is cool. I like that it's not a pantsuit. I think it's cool that it's different. I also really kind of like that hat. I like the hat. The hat is cool. This is like a hat that I want to see. Like you see, like J-Lo's hat was more like a typical hat, like a big bulky hat. This is like a cool hat. You know what I mean? Like this is like an art hat. So I kind of actually really like this look in an artistic way and also in a wearable way. Like obviously I don't think anybody's gonna wear the shoulders out that big, but maybe like a modified version of this dress would actually be really pretty. And that hat is really cool. I mean, I would love to wear a hat with bedazzles all over the head. I mean, like, can we make this in? She was actually wearing Jean Paul Gaultier and she looked cool. I liked it. So her makeup artist, Jessica Smalls, I like what she did with her face. I think it was so beautiful. I love that everything looked natural, but at the same time, she looked very feminine and very pretty and very like, I don't know, it was just a beautiful face. Look, she's so pretty and everything was accentuated the right ways. I was able to find out one of the items that they used on her face. So they were using lashes from the brand LASHFIY, and the style that they were using was the Glossimer B. Now, I do also know that she was using Burt's Bees products, and they did show images of the products, but I'm not sure exactly which ones she used, so that's why I'm not gonna tell you guys exactly which ones, because I don't know which ones, but I do know it was Burt's Bees. So let's talk about somebody who looked so like va-va-voom. Like, I don't know, like she did like a little bit of a showstop, I feel. So that was Bebe Rexha, and there was a lot of cool things going on about this look. Like, I feel like she almost looked like a diva. Like, you know, like the diva has arrived. Somebody who's just gonna belt out an opera song in the middle of, you know what I mean? Like in the middle of the Grammy, she was just gonna belt out like a Celine Dion song. Like she just looked like a diva. I actually really liked her. I feel like it's pronounced Monsori. I actually really like this dress. Now, I've told you guys before, I'm not a huge fan of red on a red carpet unless it has something different to it. This is kind of what I mean. The texture of this dress kind of separates itself from the red carpet, and she just kind of looks like a really pretty, I don't know, like, I wanted to say piñata, but I don't think that that's like the right word to make it sound pretty. But she looks so beautiful. I liked everything about it. I really love the dress and the makeup, guys. This makeup. So this was from Kira Nasrat. I love her makeup. I think she looked flawless. I loved her eyeshadow. I loved her lipstick. I loved everything. I love the contour. I think she looked beautiful. So I was able to find out some of the items that Kira used on her face, and I'm actually pretty shocked, guys. She was using Almay makeup, and I have heard so many people say that Almay doesn't have the best makeup products and all this stuff, but I think that if you can create that look, Almay must be doing something right, because there is just way too much prettiness going on here. I mean, I know she's pretty, but I mean, like, this is pretty makeup, you know? So she was wearing the Smart Shade foundation in straight up medium. Love the way her foundation looks in these images. And then she was using the Velvet Foil Cream Shadow in Endgame and Golden Vibes. This is a cool looking cream shadow. I've actually never seen it before, but when I was doing the research for this video, I was like, that's really interesting. And then finally, I literally added a third one in here because I had to do my investigation because I needed to know that lip color because I thought her lip color was so pretty. Her lips are in Skip the Gym from Almay. Love the lip color. I love this look. Like, I love this celebrity. So we're going to talk about Nina Dobrev. So Nina Dobrev is not a musical star, but she is an actress, and I wanted to include her because I actually liked her makeup. I thought it was different. So she was wearing Dior. I didn't love the dress, and I liked what she did with her hair, but I don't know why when I saw it with the dress, it kind of went very 1920s to me, and I wasn't like loving them together. Like, I feel like maybe that headpiece with maybe a suit would have looked cool, but there was just something off. But I really liked the makeup. So the makeup was done by Katy Lee Makeup, and I really love the makeup. So she was using a product that I've been dying to buy, and it's so expensive that I don't buy it, but I really want it. So it's from Chanel, the Soleil Tan from Chanel. Everybody uses this, and I always see it like on all the celebrities, and I'm like, maybe I should buy this thing, and then I never buy it, but maybe I should buy it. But anyways, and then she was using for her face, which I thought her face looked really pretty as well, she was using the Perfection Luminaire Velvet Foundation in 50. I liked her face makeup a lot. I didn't love the dress as much. I did like the hair piece, but I just felt like together it just didn't jive. But I did like the makeup, so I definitely wanted to include her because I thought it was different. I liked the way it was like a monochromatic cat eye. Different, you know? So let's talk about the last celebrity of the night, and that is Camila Cabello. So now Camila Cabello was wearing Armani Privé, and I loved her dress. I loved her dress. You know, it was almost like I felt like this was a cool dress. You know, like it was almost like spot on for me. Like it was like singer. Like, I wouldn't want to see this in another award show. I want to see this dress at the Grammys. I like the way that it was all sequin. I like the fact that it was fuchsia with a different color from the carpet, but at the same time it stood out. It had sequin everywhere. It was a high neckline, which I thought was even cooler. It was very tight, but it was a high neckline, so it gave me a very sexy look to it, and I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was so pretty. I really liked the way it came out. And now her makeup artist was Alan Avendano, and I like what he did with her face, and that is the makeup look that I recreated today. I obviously did it a little bit more to what I wanted because I wasn't able to find like every single product, and I don't own everything that she was wearing, but I did kind of like emulate the cat eye that kind of went from like the middle of the eye. I really thought that was beautiful, and actually I like the technique. I think it looks really nice, so I might continue to do this. So I was able to find out some of the items that he used on her face. So he did use items from her Havana collection, which I think you can still get at Walmart. All the items that I talk about are linked below if you guys are interested in any of them. So the Havana collection, what she was using for the liner was the Havana collection Flash Liner. It's a liquid eyeliner. And then for her face, she was using my favorite go-to foundation I've been dying over right now. And you guys hear me talk about this a lot, and I like to tell you when I find things that are really good. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. Such a good foundation, not expensive, and I honestly don't like drugstore foundations, and I like this one. So this was a great foundation, and she was using it. And then she's also using another product that I have been using so much, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I love those two products. I think they're great. I also like that she was wearing the Havana collection. That is a collection that she did with L'Oreal. Same way Katy Perry used one of her items that she did with CoverGirl. Very smart business move. I thought that was cool. I really liked this look. I thought she looked beautiful, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. So guys, we are at the end of the video, and those are all of the celebrities. I had a really hard time picking the best makeup look. I had an easier time picking the best outfit. So let's jump into the outfit. I was between two celebrities. I was really stuck. I liked 3 of them, but I narrowed it down to 2, and then because it was the Grammys, I narrowed it down to 1, and the winner to me was Camila Cabello. I just thought it was cool for the Grammys. I feel like it had the edge of the Grammys, but it still looked beautiful and sexy and elegant, and I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. Then for the makeup, I had a hard time. This one I really had a hard time because I liked a few of the makeup looks, and I was down to like 4, and then I finally ended up just saying, you know what, I think that Bebe Rexha really killed it because she just looked flawless. Like, her face makeup was beautiful. I really loved her face makeup, so I had to give it to her. I thought she looked amazing. So yeah, guys, what did you guys think? Obviously, we're not gonna have the same opinions when it comes to the makeup, and we're not gonna have the same opinions when it comes to the dresses, but this is just my opinion. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me your thumbs up, leave me your comments below. I love to know, who did you guys like the most? I love reading your comments. It's always fun to me to see what other people think or see or like more, and I just think it's cool. So leave me your comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!